Hello, I'm Charlene, and you might be wondering, can you go live on LinkedIn using Zoom? Well, to be honest, that is a little bit of a loaded question, and it's not a straightforward and simple answer. And I'm going to show you why it's a little bit more than just clicking a button. So let's get started and find out if you can go live with Zoom on LinkedIn. Hello, I am Charlene Tessier, founder of Strength and Numbers. I'm helping you to attract those motivated prospects to your coaching business using a combination of LinkedIn and live streaming. And today we're talking about Zoom and can we combine it with LinkedIn live streaming? Now, we got to learn a few little things before we get started. We have to kind of understand how LinkedIn works and how it's different from Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, and things like that. And the main difference is that with LinkedIn, you need to be accepted. And you might already be accepted. And if you want to know how to get accepted, I will drop a little checklist. I've got a freebie up above for you so that you can figure out if you're accepted. If you do qualify, and the minimum criteria here is that you need 150 followers or connections. So it doesn't have to be just followers and or connections. And most people who are fairly active on LinkedIn have this. The second thing you need to have, which not everybody has, is you need to be creating original content on LinkedIn. So this doesn't mean that you are sharing other people's content. If you're only commenting or even doing engagement, that's not creating original content. You need to actually upload content to the LinkedIn feed, whether it be a post, it can be text based, it can be audio, it doesn't have to be video, it can be any blend, but it has to be your original content. And you have to be doing that on a consistent and regular basis. And that's where many people kind of fall down. So if you are putting up content on a regular basis, and you might be, maybe you are repurposing a lot of your Facebook content or your Instagram content, and you have a assistant who uploads it to LinkedIn for you, then you are, yes, creating original content. Then you will be able to turn on what's called creator mode. So how you know, before you had to apply, you don't need to do that anymore. If you qualify, you should see a button called creator mode. Where is this creator mode? So let's get my screen share going here. I'm going to share, and I'm going to share. Let's see if I can find that. This one. All right. So this is my homepage of my LinkedIn. I'm not yet in my profile. You'll go to your profile and you'll scroll down, and right here you will have a little box appear, and it only appears when you're logged into LinkedIn into your own account, and it will say creator mode, and it will say off or on. And if you qualify, you should be able to just click that button and turn it on. Great. So you've got now creator mode on, which means that you can start live streaming, right? So next question everybody asks me is, where's the button? Just like on Facebook, you just hit that go live button, or on YouTube, you hit that go live button. Well, unfortunately, LinkedIn didn't build in any native go live button on their platform. What they have is a third party. So you have to use a third party software and go through that in order to essentially hook into a LinkedIn Live. And you're probably wondering, hey, am I ever going to get to the Zoom question? I will, but we need to know all this first in order to find out if you can just go live with Zoom. Now, so what about, let me just show you, because I'm just using a few different tabs today. So I'm a little bit, we're going to go here. And this is the second thing we kind of got to understand, is that there's a lot of new jargon coming out with LinkedIn. There's like LinkedIn Live, and now there's like LinkedIn Events. And that's the second question everybody has asked me, what's the difference between LinkedIn Live and LinkedIn Events? Well, there is no difference. They actually ended up originally being two separate things, but now they decided to merge them together. So they often don't use the words or the vocabulary LinkedIn Live, they just call it LinkedIn Live Events. And the events was the original platform that they had where you could invite people and even sell tickets and things like that. And they essentially merged in the live streaming component. And what happens is when you use the third party app, which we'll talk about in just a second, it automatically creates a live event, LinkedIn live events. So this here shows up to for me as a LinkedIn live event. I can invite people. I can even sell tickets or whatnot, and I can even restrict who can come and who can see this live stream content. So before you can click create an event, but especially if you're logged in, you'll be able to create an event instantly. But again, you have to have that creator mode on. If it's not on, nothing's going to happen. I don't know what's probably just get an error message. I'm hooked in, so obviously when I clicked it, it works. It's right here. What streaming tools? This is the third party streaming tools I was talking about. That if you want to live stream to LinkedIn, you need one of these streaming tools. Let's get rid of this question box. So the big players, there are many actually. You can even use a custom tool, which is quite technical. I would not get into that. I don't think it's necessary. Restream, Social Live, Streamyard, Switcher Studio, and even Vimeo now actually stream into LinkedIn Live. You have to set up an account. You may need to pay to get an account going, and then you will ask through your third party tool hook up LinkedIn. Usually you'll have a LinkedIn login there. And if you qualify or you're accepted to stream live, it will link together. Otherwise, nothing will happen, right? And with the one I recommend is actually StreamYard. It's the one I'm using right now. I really enjoy it. It's really simple, and they still have a true free plan. Unlike many of the others, which only have 14-day free or a 7-day free trial, you can actually be on a fully free plan that never expires on StreamYard. So you can actually get started with live streaming today. You won't have, of course, maybe all the bells and whistles, but you can at least tap in and get started. So there's no excuse. And I will drop my link to StreamYard above for you as well. Okay, we've got that all covered. And you're wondering the big question now, Zoom, how do I hook StreamYard to Zoom to LinkedIn Live? Now we're getting into the hairy technical stuff. And to be honest, it is if you go to Zoom, you will have options to live stream, and some of the options are you can live stream straight into Facebook, live stream right into YouTube, or you have to live stream into a custom streaming tool. And unfortunately for LinkedIn, that's what you'll have to use. And because it is it's not StreamYard either, actually. You'll have to use another tool, probably something a bit more sophisticated. And because there's all this technical know-how around that, I don't recommend it. What you should rather do is if you want to multi-stream into Facebook, into YouTube, into LinkedIn, like I'm doing right now, I'm streaming into 3 platforms at this very moment, is just get on the StreamYard and hook up all 3 and when you hit go live, I stream multi-stream into all 3 simultaneously. No, it is not a Zoom meeting. I agree. That's a little bit sad. However, StreamYard does allow you to have, depending on your plan, you can have 8, 10, I think even up to 15 people, kind of Zoom style with many boxes. And you can change, I don't have enough people on the call right now to show you, but you can actually change the layouts and have just me, or you can have multi boxes or whatnot. And those guests can all see each other and speak to each other. You can't have as many people, of course, as you could maybe in a big live Zoom call of 100 or so. But you have to really think about what is the purpose of your live stream, and maybe having just 10 of the panel experts um, available, to speak to each other, and the live streamers who are watching can submit questions to the comments, and therefore they can still engage and interact with those who are live. But it is a slightly different experience. And what you want to really think about is what kind of experience you want to have. When is Zoom better or more appropriate than, say, a live stream? And I do both. I do Zoom, a live panel expert every year. And I actually happen to do that only on Zoom. I don't live stream it. Why? Because I have a very different motivation. I want it to be much more interactive in that those who are the audience of that panel can come to the essentially come to the stage and ask questions, and we can see their face and really have a face-to-face interaction. Maybe if you're doing, say, a live stream more like a teaching event, you don't need quite as much of that live stream interact that sorry, not live stream, that face-to-face interaction, and therefore a live stream would work a little bit better because you could have more people who are learning in the audience. So it's really about not that StreamYard or live streaming into LinkedIn is better than Zoom or vice versa. For me, it really is, what is it that I want to achieve with my event? And what kind of experience do I want to bring for my audience? So think about that next time you are live streaming. Now, if you have questions about LinkedIn Live and LinkedIn live streaming or LinkedIn in general and how to attract those clients on LinkedIn, I will put up above my lead magnets on how to join my community. I have over 170 members. We're always talking about just LinkedIn live streaming and attracting clients for you. So if you have questions, drop them up there or comment, let me know. And I hope to see you guys all soon.